Hello, it's foodie time. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the chat. Hey, you guys, it's Monday. Foodie time on a Monday, y'all. It's Monday. Monday. Okay. But anyway, what a crazy weekend, y'all. But anyway, this is a Connect and Grow chat. New creators come here. Creators have been around for a long time come here. Supporters of creators come here, but we all come here as a community to help and support each other. Knowing we're a Connect and Grow channel, please help support our community by typing hashtag grow in the chat so that we can see your link. Also, if you're here for the replay, just type hashtag replay and comment so that I have a chance to connect with you. A lot of times people come to the channel and they never say anything. And I'm like, okay, come on, you guys. If you're going to sub to me or whatever, at least say hello so I have a chance to check out your channel as well. Because there's no way of knowing sometimes. People turn off their notifications of subscribing and you don't know that they subscribe to your channel. Last night, I was on some lives last night. It's funny, y'all. I get so many notifications. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, trying to figure out what live to go through on Sunday. But I went to a live that I hadn't been to before, and I got like 6 subscriptions while I was there. And only like 3 of them told me they were there. So now I'm kind of curious who the other 3 people were, I was like, they're probably mad thinking, why didn't she connect? But anyway, so type hashtag grow if you're new to this channel, especially, okay? And also subscribe to the channel. That would be nice. And thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up already. I didn't have to say it. I guess Nightbot did. But you guys, whew, what a weekend, y'all. When I go to somebody's channel, I always tell them I'm connecting and turning on notifications because I am. And honestly, I believe that YouTube is waiting for you to engage with somebody and turning on notifications. They can't ignore that. Okay. That's not a bot doing that. Only we do that. Turn on notifications. So my subscriptions stick. And I know this because I go back and check. I always check to see if I still am subscribed to somebody. I'm always amazed at how fast YouTube can drop a subscription. It's like, we're not a bot, y'all. We're for real. Okay, we got to talk about this. Okay, I am wearing a bun today, y'all. Whenever I'm wearing a bun, that means one of 2 things happen. Either one, it rained, which, y'all, it rained all weekend, but I'll get to that in a moment. But the other possibility is that I didn't get any sleep. And y'all, last night, I didn't get any sleep. My puppy was sick last night, y'all. And y'all know I've gotten attached to that little thing. He's not very little anymore, by the way. He's getting big. I don't know what type of poodle he is. We inherited him, and he's only 4 months old, but he's already hard to hold. I mean, he's got long legs. And I said to my husband, I said, we don't know how big this dog is going to get. Well, last night, he whined and cried like a baby. He was sick. You know how dogs have a tendency to all of a sudden have like diarrhea and all that other stuff. And I suspect that he might have tried to drink some rainwater or something. Who knows? He's a puppy. And I keep telling my husband, because he's not used to having a dog anymore. He had an old dog before. He's not used to having a puppy. I said, you got to watch puppies. They will eat anything. Okay. So he was sick all last night. So we had to keep getting up like we had a newborn. It was hilarious. The dog would start to whine. I'd get up because I'm a sucker like that, And then I'd get up and I'd go and I'd take him out. Sure enough, he'd have to poop. So, he's smart for 4 months or 16 weeks, whatever. He's a very smart dog. He was telling us and that he had to go and he wasn't feeling well. So neither one of us got any sleep. Jorge doesn't have any hair, so he he doesn't look like this. But I know he's dragging today in court, so I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, so off of that subject, y'all, the next quick thing I want to tell you is the rain did happen. We got flooded out so bad here. so bad that not in my neighborhood. Okay, I live like in a suburb called J-Town. We got hit by a tornado. We didn't get floods. We got a tornado. That's another story. Anyway, uh, the flooding is so bad that they put up the floodgates downtown. They canceled the Thunder over Louisville. Okay, they canceled Thunder over Louisville. Thunder over Louisville is one of our most popular events because it's the kickoff of the Kentucky Derby Festival, and as you know, that lasts for 2 weeks. So uh, now they can't do that because the whole downtown river area is flooded out and the floodgates are out. And it's dangerous. So people are totally bummed out because that's the first time it's ever been canceled for weather, ever. I mean, I think it was canceled once before because of a problem, but never because of weather. So everybody's freaked out here. It's sad. And the weather today, the first day without rain. I mean, for a while there, I thought we was going to have to get on an ark, you guys. I'm serious. It was so bad. But today it is sunshine, and I love sunshine. So even though I haven't had much sleep, and I really mean not much, probably about 2 hours, I feel like at least it's sunny outside. I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat before it gets away. And you guys are listening to me ramble on and on and on. And you're looking at me going, what the heck? Yeah, my hair had no curl this morning. And guys, a lot of y'all don't worry about your hair. Some of you do. But I'm going to tell you now, when you're a woman and you have no curl, your hair falls down flat or whatever, it can stress you out. This is when the bun comes out, you know. Anyway, so, but happy Monday. Ryan, PK Adventure Travels, thank you, man. Happy Monday. I love Monday for one reason. It is fast. I don't know about y'all, but my Mondays go like this, okay? And today is no different. I got a doctor's appointment today. I have to see an attorney. It's going to be a very fast day. So even though I'm half asleep, at least it won't last long. Ryan, happy Monday to you. Bone Tie Travelers. Hi, Denise. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Ryan. Cruz Bolero. Hola, my friends. Hey, friend. Welcome to the chat, y'all. TWP Popcorn. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to the chat, Popcorn. Welcome. Hey, you guys, Angie is not here. And that is weird. Usually Angie's the first person in the chat, but the reason she's not here is she's not feeling well. So Angie, I don't know if you're listening, if you're lurking in the background somewhere, it's possible because she's not feeling well. But we hope you feel better. It sounds like she may have come down with a virus or something, and you know how that goes. It could be anything. I get freaked out every time I start having like virus problems. I get really freaked out because, you know, of COVID and the flu. And the flu here has been worse than COVID. I mean, which is strange because you can get a flu shot, you know, but whatever. So anyway, so everybody's saying hello. Popcorn is showing us his link. Thank you, dear, for testing out Nightbot for me today. Thank you, Ryan PK, for saying hello to everybody. Kathy Mills, good morning. The GLT raid. Ah, lovely, you guys. I was watching so much that when Cheryl said, or when Jeremy said in 3 minutes, I looked at my watch and went, oh. I ran in here. I was listening so intently, y'all, that I completely forgot that I had to come in here and turn the lights on and everything. Yeah, you know, this sunshine, it's much brighter than it normally is. But yeah, without the lights, you guys would only see my teeth and my eyes. Maybe my teeth. Who knows? But anyway. Thank you for coming in, Kathy, and bringing the raid with you. Scott, Controversial Cruising. Scott, I think I did see you last night. I don't know. I do believe that we were on the same live. Maybe it was the Nerd Herd. I did go by there and see Zach for a few minutes and see the rest of the Nerd Herd. So yeah, I think that's the one. But yeah, it's foodie time, Scott. Thank you. Hey, foodie fam. I know. Look, the foodie fam, you guys are so awesome. Okay. I got to tell you, I was watching a lot of lives last night, and then I thought to myself, so lucky to have you guys on my live. You guys are so awesome. And they just don't know. The people that I saw and a lot of new subscribers that I got, I hope they come and hang out with y'all for a while so they can find out how great you guys are. But anyway, so welcome to the chat, Scott. Kathy Mills says the Kentucky, uh-oh, I should have hit that hard. The Kentucky flooding looked bad. Girl, it was bad. And areas near here like Fort Knox, they're like underwater. I mean, I don't know what the fort is like, but the outlying areas are like floating. It reminds me of all the pictures you see and video you see on TV. When someplace floods, it really floods. Kentucky is known for flooding and tornadoes. I mean, tornadoes don't normally, in fact, I don't think tornado has hit Louisville for years, like decades. And then we got one in J-Town. It was, just kind of, we're a big suburb. So I was like, okay, haven't had a tornado in decades, but then all of a sudden one comes through and whips up and throws a tree at my dad's house. I mean, come on now. What a year, right? What a year. Hope it's not near you. Oh yeah, it's near me, but not that close. Okay. Fortunately, J-Town, even though we got a tornado, we're kind of high, I think, because we don't really flood in this area. Downtown floods a lot because it's right on the Ohio River. The areas near the river tend to flood. In fact, you will see houses on stilts in some areas because it floods. And when it floods, it really floods the river. It is our waterfront. It's our festival area where we have all our festivals practically. So how bad is that? I keep saying, you guys need to start having festivals at higher ground. I understand the attraction to the river, but that's also the problem that we have. So I feel bad for everybody. Prayers to all the people out in the rural areas who are right now just kind of worried about how they're going to get through the next day or two because the river's still cresting or whatever, still rising. Angie is across the bridge from me, and she was having flooding a few days ago. So I'm hoping her chickens and everything are okay. I know chickens tend to be in a coop above, but I hope that she didn't have a lot of flooding. So thinking about you today, Angie. Najimba Brown, good morning. Welcome into the lively morning chat here. The Go Live Together crew, the raid. Welcome. Angie. Angie says she's lurking. Yeah. Hey, y'all, at the hospital with Hubs for his EEG. Girl, you just doing it all. I hope he's okay. Hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling better today. That's Angie. Floaty boaty, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Scott said feel better. We all feel that way. But anyway, Najima, it was funny to me that Rob's sending you messages through Go Live Together. Call me at 2. We know each other a little too well, y'all. It's kind of funny. But Denise says, from Bone Tired Travelers, we're seeing the flu again. What is it with the flu? Oh my gosh, the flu. We were so concerned about COVID that we forgot that, oh yeah, we have this other bad virus that kills people, but not as many people at the time. But then flu comes back with a vengeance and starts killing people more. If it ain't one virus, it's another. I mean, it's been a bad few years for us in general when it comes to viruses. I tell everybody, vitamin D, y'all, vitamin D, vitamin C, do it. That's one thing I can say. Knock on wood. I have never had the flu. Okay, I don't know how that could have happened, but I have never had influenza, and I think it's because I stay, vitamined up for immune stuff, because our family has, I don't know about y'all, but my family has a lot of immune stuff going on, like lupus and stuff like that. So that has always freaked me out, and I've been studying up on it. Since you're here, Denise, I gotta tell you something. Okay, I have a physical today. Okay, I'm going to see a doctor, which is a good thing because, girl, I have neglected my meds. Okay, these last 2 months, as y'all know, I've been going through it, and every once in a while, I remember, oh yeah, take your berberine, take your uh, hydrochlorothiazide, take your lisinopril. But this last month, I have been really bad. So when I did my lab a week ago, of course, you can see your labs before your physicals. If you didn't know that, then you need to get into a My Chart and check it out, because you can see your labs before you go to the doctor. Such a wonderful thing, because it can be pretty ugly. So I go in and I see my labs, y'all. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. In fact, my A1C is like 6.6. So, I'm not even theoretically, according to Veterans Hospital, I'm not even diabetic. In their mind, I'm still pre-diabetic. So, but my doctor's going to say, oh, you're got diabetes. We want to give you this shot. It'll help you lose weight. Look, I'm not into shots, y'all. So even in little bitty thing shots, no, thank you. But she might talk me into it. If I start getting skinnier, you know why. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you, Denise, that I looked at my labs, and most of the labs, I have no idea why they're keeping track of my sodium and potassium and all that, but I'm sure there's a good reason. But when I looked at my cholesterol labs, my cholesterol was okay, but my triglycerides were like, and I thought, okay, what the heck? How can your cholesterol be okay and your triglycerides can be out of sight? What causes high triglycerides? Does anybody know? Denise, do you know? Because I want to know. I mean, I'm always worried about stuff like this. I know a lot of you have physical issues too, that, you're probably wondering, well, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? And then the other thing that showed up, my hemoglobin is 9.9. And y'all, I do have a blood disease. It's thalassemia minor B trait. I don't have the disease. I have the trait, and it does make my hemoglobin go down over time. But it's down to 9.9. And I said to my husband, I said, I'm not young by any means, but I want it to be normal, or not normal, but not that bad. Okay, 9.9. So anyway, so today's physical is going to be a little scary for me, because I got to talk to my doctor about triglycerides, and then she's going to try and put me on another medication. And then there's going to be a fight, because I don't like medications, and I really don't have, I don't know, I don't have a tolerance for people putting me on a medication, because it just feels like they're just trying to get me to come in every few months. But anyway, so I got to start taking my berberine again, because that does take my blood sugar down and my cholesterol. That's why my cholesterol number is fine. Like I said, I don't understand about the triglyceride thing. I'm sure you guys do. But anyway, Angie, that all being said, Angie, yeah, I'm hoping that Hubs is going to be okay, and this EEG thing. Ugh, ugh. I've been through this with mine too. Oh my gosh. So hopefully he's okay and you feel better, and take care of yourself, because you know how we do. Because I'm a prime example of it right now. We tend to take care of others and forget to take care of ourselves. We get so caught up in taking care of people that we don't take care of ourselves. So anyway, so yeah, we're seeing the flu come back again. It doesn't even make sense anymore. But all I can say is protect yourself. Try and get your. I'm up here preaching something that I'm not even doing. I have a bunch of intraoral sprays. Like, this is a B12 spray, and look, I can't even find my D spray in here. Oh, there it is. See, look at this. This desk looks crazy. My vitamin D spray. Now, back in the day, once upon a time when I was doing sales, I used to sell vitamin sprays. And it made such a difference in my health that even though I don't sell sprays anymore, I still take sprays. When I remember to take things, I spray my vitamins so that they will absorb in my buccal mucosa membrane up here, intraoral. Because my stomach, it can withstand just about anything, but it doesn't seem to absorb much in my digestive system. Angie says, I will be waiting 4 hours. 4 hours. Yes, that's a long time. Yeah, but I have done that EEG thing myself. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, they put you in a little chair and they start doing all this stuff. And Najuma Brown says, I know, right? He does that maybe once a week. LOL. Okay, now I forgot what we were talking about, but I know, right? He does that maybe once a week. Oh, Rob. Rob. I know, that's funny. Denise says, my triglycerides are stupid high. Ooh, yeah? Okay, girl. Usually genetics? Oh, that ain't good. Look. Now I want to tell you something. Dad was 86 when he passed. And most of the people in my family are in their 80s when they pass. So I got a couple decades left, y'all. Knock on wood. Hopefully not a tree won't fall on my house. Let's put it that way. Tornadoes and all. But triglycerides, I've never seen that high. But you know something, guys? I won't lie to you, Denise. During this time of depression, I am a food addict, okay? I have a food addiction. I'm not 600 pounds. So it's hard to tell that I eat food continuously and that I eat some foods emotionally. Like a lot of people eat emotionally, right? And here lately, I have been eating sweets, and I don't normally eat sweets. I don't even crave sweets anymore because I fixed my belly. We talked about this. But when I'm emotionally upset, I will go for a donut in a second. And if I'm emotionally upset, I will eat candy, which is something that I only do on cruises. Do you guys have any habits that you only do on cruises? I have a friend who smokes on cruises. Now think about that for a second. Smoking areas are full of smoke anyway. I can't handle it, even walking through. But she smokes when she's on a cruise. I thought that was weird. But yeah, I can't talk. I eat candy on cruises. Y'all don't see it because I don't record it. But yeah, stupid high. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like 188 or something like that. I don't remember the number exactly, but it was way above the normal range. Let's just put it that way. And I thought, I don't even know what triglycerides are. So there you go. I got to do a whole, see, this is me. I become obsessed and then I start looking up everything. I know you guys are concerned about your health too, but the way I handle it is just a little bit crazy. I start reading everything. I'll probably be an expert on triglycerides by the end of the week. And Denise says, chances are your parents had it. Yeah. My dad claims, though, and this is, now that I think about it, he claimed that he doesn't have high cholesterol. He didn't claim that he didn't have high triglycerides. I've never heard anybody in my family talk about triglycerides, but then again, they probably don't study their chart like I do. A little anemia. Yeah, a little anemia. It's a bad anemia because I can't do anything about it. I'm not supposed to take iron. They say because of the disease, you're not supposed to take iron because the iron collects in your system. I can become iron poisoned and all this other. So the doctors won't even say you need to take iron. So now I got to find a way to do iron without taking iron. My mother had a theory, and I'll tell you this since Foodie Food is one of my channels. My mother believes that when you eat from iron skillets, you don't have iron problems. Now realize, okay, she comes from the country, and they have a whole lot of stuff like that. Okay, my mother was a country girl, so I'm gonna just tell you now. When she says stuff like that, I'm like, don't y'all always cook in iron skillets anyway? I mean, it's. I have this vision of them in the old days using iron skillets over open fires. That's in my brain. But yeah, she says we never had iron problems when I was a kid. I mean, how would y'all know? I know they didn't have tests for it. But she says we didn't have iron problems because we ate they ate everything out of iron skillets, and the iron supposedly absorbs into the food from the iron. Especially, I looked this up though, because I feel like sometimes these what do you call it? These little wives' tales, or whether old wives' tales, they have a percentage of truth in there. A little bit of truth. I believe that iron does absorb into foods like tomato sauce and stuff that you cook into an iron skillet. Of course, iron's going to absorb if it's a fluid. But then they also fried everything. And think about that, fried everything in a skillet. That means the oil that you ate may have had iron in it, because you there was no healthy cooking in that skillet, as far as I could tell. So I may try that to see if it works. I may try the make some chili or something in an iron Dutch oven thing that I've got. I've got an iron one, and I'm gonna try it out, because it does give it a different flavor when you cook in an iron Dutch oven and put it into your oven. I've noticed that it does taste different. So maybe the iron is getting into the chili. I don't know. Yoda, hi, welcome to the chat. Yoda's Blessed Life. I saw you as I was leaving Go Live. I mean, I was going to say hello, but then I panicked because I only had like 3 minutes left, because Jeremy said she's got about 3 minutes. In about 3 minutes, she'll be coming up. And I thought, okay, Yoda, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Najima saying hello to Yoda. Denise saying, I'm an emotional eater too. I was on a live last night. The lady's name was, and you guys got to check this live out, Coach Mean Rain. I don't know if you've ever heard of her before. She's a fitness coach. And she was talking about emotional eating. So I was like all in. I even sent Angie a link. I was like, Angie, look, this lady's got a live. We don't know any of those people. And oh my gosh, you guys, like 6 subscribers. I did not put out a link. Nobody put out my link or anything, but they all went out and found me and subbed to my channel. So now I have a lot of health experts, which is good, because a lot of them are like inspirational coaches, fitness coaches. I think God's trying to tell me something. But anyway, it was a very interesting live. And I had on, no lie, y'all, 3 different lives at one time. I was watching the Nerd Herd. I was watching her live. I was watching another live. All of these, I got a desktop here, a laptop here, and a TV here. So at any given time, I'm watching 3 different things. That's crazy. But, the best thing you can give a creator is watch hours. Did you know that? One of these days when I figure out how to do it, I'm going to give away watch hours, y'all. I think that we as a community, we cherish things differently than other people. Anyway. But Angie says, I was going to try and nap. That's going to be impossible with all the people talking in here. Girl, you should have brought some earbuds. Look, this is what I do in the waiting room. When you're waiting to get your colonoscopy or some other wonderful thing, I take my earbuds and I listen to dog music. The music that they play for dogs that soothes them. It works for me too. I don't know what to say about that, but it really works. It really calms you. Music calms you. So yeah. And then she says, I was awake most of the night. We should have just all called each other, okay? Because I was running around with dogs. Dog situation. And both of us, it was cold last night. Wasn't it, Angie? It was cold last night. And I had on my robe, no shoes. I kept running back and forth, trying to get the dog to go outside. Then I had to throw on my little plastic things. What do you call them? Suckers that you put on your feet. I had those on a robe. I know I looked a sight out in this drizzle or whatever it was doing last night, and like spitting at you. And the dog was having his issues. I felt so bad for him. But you know what? Here's the good thing. When he came back into the house, he did his business on the pads. You guys, House training a dog is a thing. It's a real struggle. And when he did that, I almost cried. I was like, he I guess he couldn't handle the cold either, but he came back in. I was watching for a while, and then he did his business on the pads that we've been trying to train him to do for like a month now, or 3 weeks, whatever. He did it, and he's only 16 weeks. I almost cried. But anyway, girl, I hope you get a nap because you need a nap. Like I said, take care of yourself. Denise says cast iron does help. Does help. Okay, Denise, now look, I'm going to try it. Look, I'm going to be the first experiment. And I'm also going to get my hair did, y'all. Seeing myself like this freaking me out a little bit. That's the only bad thing about doing live is you see yourself. It can be some days very frightening. uh, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the cast iron thing. It can't hurt, right? And food is food. I'm gonna eat no matter what. One of the things the lady last night was talking about, and I know some of y'all can relate to this. Food addiction is hard. And the reason it's hard, like when you're on drug addiction, you cut drugs out, right? And then that's the whole point. Or if you're a drinker, you stop drinking alcohol, right? But here's the bad news. If you have food addiction, you still have to eat. You can't stop eating. So you get triggered on a regular basis. It's not even right? So food addiction, no matter, and then we're cruisers too. I have another friend who goes on cruises and she does keto. Okay. And well, no, her husband does keto. She's vegan. I'm sorry. He does keto and she's vegan. So they go on cruises to diet. I don't think that's me. What do y'all think? I don't think I can do that. When I go on a cruise, the first thing I think is, I wonder if they're going to have donuts. It's bad, y'all. It is so bad. But anyway, oh my God. Eat dark green leafy vegetables and red meat. Okay, you don't have to tell me twice. I am a steak lover. I love red meat. And I haven't been eating steak because I just want to say that, like I said, my life has not been normal lately. And normally, with it raining, we couldn't grill, but I like to grill my steaks. So, that's the other problem. And I do have an inside grill, but ask Ryan, is it the same? No. I know Ryan is listening going, yeah, grilling a steak inside? Who does that? Oh, Nettie and JT, oh, hey, everyone, Miss Vicky. You guys, are you back now? Oh, my goodness. Girl, I've been wanting to talk to you about that trip. Those pictures are awesome that you posted on the Facebook that's showing right now in the chat, the Facebook group. She posted some pictures and stuff. I cannot wait to see your vlogs. But Natty, I'm so glad you're back. Missed you so much. Welcome to the chat. Yoda says, yes, I'm home from the hospital. Yoda, you was in the hospital? No wonder you've been gone. I was just like, I noticed I hadn't seen you on any chats or anything. You had a 2-week cruise at the hospital. Yeah. Well, it is sort of similar, except you don't get activities. You're in the bed, people are bringing you food, and it's a different kind of feel. But yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're out of the hospital. I hope you're okay. I tell you, Cheryl was talking about her situation with her memory, and it was freaking me out, y'all, because last time I went to the hospital, I asked them about why was I forgetting so much. And the thing my doctor said to me, Cheryl, I don't know if you're listening, but the thing the doctor said to me is you shouldn't be too worried about, forgetting things. That's a normal thing as you're getting older. But if you start misplacing stuff, like putting your keys in the refrigerator or finding out that you put something somewhere it isn't supposed to be, you need to see your doctor about that, because that is not a good thing. That is no bueno. So I'm praying for you, Cheryl. take it seriously. If it's a bad thing, if you're doing something that is really unusual, you need to tell your doctor, because it's good for them to catch stuff early these days. I mean, I don't know that much about dementia or Alzheimer's, and I'm going to tell you, in my family, dementia is a thing. Um, Not Alzheimer's, but dementia. And my aunt, the one that's the surviving aunt of the 6 children, she's 84, 85, one of those two. And she she's having dementia right now. Okay. And it's noticeable. And I keep thinking, oh no, this is the one I look like. Okay. I was born on her birthday and I look like her, but she's experiencing that thing where she can't remember stuff. Okay. So yeah, always take that seriously. If you get some signs that even you think is strange, like, oh my God, I put my such and such in the such and such. Yeah, that's a sign of plaque. You need to go to the and when I say plaque in the brain, you need to see your doctor about that. Okay, so Yoda's out of the hospital. The fam adventures, Ron, welcome to the chat. Hello, y'all. Denise. Ron. Ron, you are so funny. I'll never forget coming to your live that night. That was hilarious to me. But everybody's saying hello. Uh, Congrats on going home, Yoda. So Denise said, Denise is a nurse. So, she can appreciate that sometimes we go into the hospital, but it's always good when we leave, right? it's, it's always good when we leave the hospital. Uh, the Fam Adventures is saying hello to everybody. And Nettie and JT are back. Woo, yay. So glad you're back. I think you're back, Nettie. Either that or you're closer than you were. Nettie went down under. So did Bill, so this is exciting. I'm not going to probably ever go down under, so I'm going to have to live vicariously through y'all, because my husband, there is no way, unless we are retired and we can fly like 6 hours a time. I don't know how that would happen. I don't even know I don't think you could do that, 6 hours at a time to get across the world. I think you have to at least do 10 hours. I've done it before, but it was to the Philippines and to places like, sorry, I got distracted. Somebody came up toward my door. I hope they're delivering something. I do see a truck out there. You never know. But 6 hours across, how did you get there, Nettie? How did you get to where you poured it out of? Okay. Because I'm kind of curious how long that took. I know it was a long haul flight in any case. Angie said she forgot her earbuds. Oh no. Okay. Galoshes? Question. Najim is saying hello to Ron. Angie said galoshes? Question mark. Yeah, I need galoshes. I have to pull a trash can out of the mud today. That's going to be exciting. It's one of the things on my to-do list today is to pull a trash can out of the mud. Y'all, I am really getting behind, right? Running my mouth. Sorry. Ron says ninja style, watching in a meeting and watching. You're good, man. You're good. Uh, Magnificent Germany with Darian. Welcome to the chat. Howdy, howdy. Hey, dude, I was on, as you probably noticed, the creator spotlight this weekend too. And I saw when you were talking to the crowd, but at the same time, my daughter was here talking to me. I'm gonna have to watch it again. But Helen, oh, it looks so cool. I can't wait till next year. Yeah, I know. We have to wait a whole year to go, but I can't wait. So yeah. So welcome, Darian. And we're here right in the middle of our discussion about health, the thing most people don't really want to talk about. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, let's read some of this chat and find out what's going on. So Darian is saying hello to everybody. Yeah. And then he says, did someone say food? Yeah. Got to love it. Yeah, we talk about food every day. I mean, you should expect that. If you come to a channel called Foodies Vacations, you're either going to be talking about food or vacations. It's going to go either way, but yeah. He's saying hello. Steak is great. Yes. Steak is good. I'm a proponent of that. I like steak. I don't think I'm ever going to be a vegetarian. I tried it one time, did not like it, y'all. Cruising Capers, Bernice. Welcome to the chat. Blessings, everyone. Uh, hey, you guys. We're talking about food. Are you surprised? But sorry I'm late, she said. Moving slow this morning. Talk about it. Look at me, girl. Look at me. My my hair is I don't know. It's straight. It has not a bit of curl in it. I stood out in the rain. I packed stuff out of the rain. We started moving furniture out of the condo last night. That was no fun. And it's dark in there because there's no power. They had to turn the power off because of the water leak. But now it's not raining. So could you just turn the power back on? Anyway, sorry I'm late, moving slow. She's saying hello. Nettie's saying, yes, I'm back and caught something. Oh, but not COVID. But man, I'm messed up for real. We had an awesome time. That's a lot of stuff, Nettie. But yeah, you got sick. Yeah, it's easy to do when you're traveling. It's so easy to get sick. Even if it's not a virus, those time changes just throw your body completely off. That's probably when you most likely to get sick, when your body's not, operating properly. Oh, girl, I hope you feel better. Glad you had an awesome time. Can't wait to see the vlogs. This is going to be exciting. Cruz Bolero said hello to both of y'all, Nettie and Cruising Capers. Angie's having a small conniption in the waiting room. Oh my gosh, this woman is so loud. Kill me now. LOL. You know, is there a bathroom you can hide in? uh, that is awful. This. See, you're nicer than me, Angie. I'd be glaring at them right now. Like, really? Do you have? Are they talking on the phone? That just irritates the heck out of me. I mean, if you're going to talk on the phone, get up and go somewhere away from people, or at least try to do it quietly. I mean, I understand that people work and stuff, and they have to answer their phone. But if you're talking loud to somebody else or talking loud on the phone, please have the decency to get up and move. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you're not triggered. Anyway, Nettie and JT, did you go to Australia? Nettie, tell them all the places you went to. She took an exciting trip. We cannot wait. We cannot. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to catch up. I got behind. I haven't even read the group cruises, y'all. Yeah, just so much happened this week. If you didn't hear, we canceled Thunder over Louisville and Louisville, Kentucky. So don't come here for Derby festivals if it was on your plans this week. There was nothing. We are just flooded out downtown. So, it's crazy. So Nettie says 4.5 hours to Chicago to San Francisco, then 14 and a half hours from San Francisco to Sydney. I met some Australian people when I was in Hawaii. And you know that a lot of people in Australia come to the United States and they stop in Hawaii. Hawaii must not be that far from Australia, or not as far. I'm sure San Francisco, I think it's like, what, 6 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours from San Francisco to Hawaii. I'm not even sure. Darren's laughing. Sixth annual Helen meetup, 6th to the 8th of March, 2026. Put it on your calendars, you guys. It's also on my group list, which I'm going to do. Okay. Yes. Cruise Bolero. It was nice. 10-day Royal Caribbean, Ovation of the Seas, Sydney to New Zealand. Wow. So she left out of Sydney, y'all. I mean, she ported out of Sydney. She flew It sounds like from Chicago to San Francisco. So that's a lot of flying, girl. Nettie and JT, well, I've been wanting to go, worried about the flight though. Did you spend any extra days in Sydney? Well, while y'all discuss that, I'm going to go on and tell you about our cruises. I'm going to go really fast because I'm running out of time. 2025, y'all, we cruise together. Listen to these cruises because there's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the next couple of years. CNS Travels, Vista by Carnival through Port Canaveral, September 20th to the 28th of 2025. It's a non-group. Jeremy and Cheryl have the Go Live Together cruise November 9, 2025, non-group MSC Seascape from Galveston, Texas. Ryan of PK Adventures here in the chat. So if you have any questions, he's right here. Gobble and Go cruise. It's on Thanksgiving week. No cooking. Sounds exciting to me, but that's not how my life is going to go this year. November 22nd to the 29th of 2025 on the MSC World America. The new big ship by MSC out of the brand new port. It's going to be exciting with a brand new app, right? MSC app. I don't know. You guys, that MSC, don't sleep on them. They are not playing, okay? Rob's Cruising on the High Seas Booze Cruise 3.0 out of Tampa on the Grandeur of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, 10/25 to November 1st. Helping Hands for Cruising, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, NCL Encore, November 29th through December 6th of Miami, Florida, out of Miami, Florida. Scotty J Travels, the Jubilee by Carnival, out of Galveston, October 18th to the 25th, open group. And then 2026, Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0, October 31st to October 31st of 2026, NCL Viva, Eddie's out of Eddie's Lugo Studio out of Galveston, Texas, okay? Scotty J Travels, his second group cruise is Carnival Magic, March 15th of 2026, 7 nights out of Miami, Florida. I think it's 7 nights. I got to ask Scotty that. And I see Scotty a lot. I saw Scotty in one of the lives this weekend, and I should have thought to ask him, dude, how long is that cruise? Okay, Bruce of Ocean to Ocean, ABC Cruise. This is one you hear Chet talking about all the time because Chet of Sea Lake Journeys is going to be on there along with a lot of other people that we know. April 11th, 2026, Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida, the Aruba Bonaire Curacao Cruise. Okay, Life with Tanisha RN, her first group cruise with us, Star of the Seas, the biggest ship in the world, October 25th, 2026, 7 days on Royal Caribbean out of Port Canaveral. And to get with Sherry, Sunshine Travels, she's the TA. I think Tanisha will also help you. I mean, I don't know if she's actually the TA for the group, but I think Tanisha can give you information about it. Eddie Lugo Studios, MSC Seaside. This is Eddie's 20th anniversary cruise, June 1st, out of Miami. It's a non-group. Anybody can book it. And then March 6th to 8th, 2026, Helen, Georgia of 2026. The meetup, and I'm going to have to write meetup up here because some days I don't get sleep, y'all. In 2027. Okay, I'm getting on this cruise. I haven't booked it yet, by the way, Scott. Oh my God. But 2027, I can plan for that. It's the Valentine's Day cruise. Scott is going to be on it. Carnival Cruise Addicts is going to be on it. Jeremy and Cheryl said that they've already booked it. I'm about to book it as soon as I get a moment with myself. A clear moment so I can talk and write and type. But anyway, I will be on this cruise too, me and Jorge. I assume Jorge is going. I asked him, he did not reply, Ryan. I swear, this man. He did not say yes, he did not say no, but it's far enough away. If he doesn't go, I'll take somebody else. So there you go. It's the Carnival Celebration. Valentine's Day out of Miami. It's a non-group. Anybody can book it for you, or you can book it through any TAs that you see in our group. There's a lot of us. So I've already spotted which balcony I want, and I'm thinking the 10th deck. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that was the group cruises, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Hope that you get on a cruise. Okay, make a plan. Make a plan to meet us on something. Make a plan to uh, book one of these cruises. At least you know you won't be cruising alone. You'll be cruising with people that you talk to on a daily basis. I mean, a lot of us have not met each other in person, but we have talked to each other enough that we kind of know a little bit about each other. Plus, we see each other's vlogs. So uh, anyway, so yeah, 3 days in Sydney. Okay. 3 days in Sydney, Nettie. Have you ever been to Australia before? I've never even looked into it. So, yeah, I'm hoping that your vlogs or even just talking to you would help me understand it a little better. I don't go over the waters, but my clients do. I have clients that go all over the place. So, I kind of live vicariously through the other cruisers in the group, just like everybody else does. Okay, it jumped. It jumped. Oh my gosh, it jumped. Okay, there we go. Denise says, Angie, I hate it when I forget my earbuds. I know. I keep earbuds in my purse now because you never know where you're going to end up waiting for something, especially if you're at a restaurant. You end up waiting, all those people standing in one area. I'm trying my best not to think about the germs. I'm not a germaphobe, but when you put me in a crowd, first thing I think is I hope they're not breathing. And well, you know how that goes. But anyway, then Nettie says to Cruz Bolero, the flight wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Now I'm curious about that, Nettie. Why? I mean, everybody tells me long haul flights are bad. You must have had a good seat. That's all I can say. My husband complained about this flight we took to Hawaii, and that wasn't even that long. Cruz Bolero, Nettie and JT, I got my bell on waiting for the vlogs. Yes. Notifications on. Notifications, y'all. Oh, Eddie. Yo, yo, yo. Hola, Victoria. Look, ¿qué tú haces? I saw you. You look bad, dude. Are you okay? I know the traffic was making you crazy, but you made me a little worried, okay? You came in for a minute and then you left. I know you couldn't hear, so that probably was it. So I'm hoping you're okay. We're talking about health today. I told you I got to go into the doctor, and they're gonna talk about me for my triglycerides. My A1C is only 6.6, and I know that's not low, but for me that's pretty good. I mean, it's not 7.0, so I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, Cruz Bolero says hello to Eddie. Eddie. Andrew says, Denise, they didn't tell my husband to stay up last night so he could sleep. Oh, sleep for the EEG. I wonder why they didn't mention that. That's interesting. Nettie says, as soon as I am not under the weather, I'm going to start editing videos. I love editing. That's a running joke with me and Eddie. We always go, we love editing. Not. I would pay somebody if I knew somebody that well to edit my videos. I told my grandson, but bless his heart, he don't have time. He keeps saying, I want to help you. You don't have time to edit. If I don't have time to edit, I'm retired. I know you don't have time to edit. So Nettie says, as soon as she's better, she's gonna put them out. We're gonna be paying attention, girl. And let us know in the chat that day. As soon as you drop your first video, just let us know so that we can go check it out. Okay. Travel Cake Trips. Hey, Kathy. Hello, Vicky. Good morning. Hey, girl. We're in here talking about crazy stuff. I'm talking about feeling better. I'm not sick, but Angie's not feeling good and Nettie's not feeling good. Look, Yoda just got out of the hospital. I said, Cheryl said, we're an older group. We have tendency to get sick. I don't even think it's the age thing. I just think that so much is going on. It's stressful in this life right now. Don't, whatever you do, do not look at your stock. That's all I'm saying. I made the mistake this morning. Don't do it. But anyway, uh, yeah, it's been a stressful week and a half, weather wise and financial wise, and also illness wise. It's been a bad week, you guys. So all I can say is, listen to some music. That's what I'm doing. Uh, I told you I was taking my Sammy. Y'all know I did not have 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after the pill. It just did not happen. So I didn't end up taking that pill. I turned on some old music. Oldies seem to make me feel better. So sometimes that's got to be my pill, right? Everybody's saying hello to Kathy. Eddie says, I am in a bad mood. Uh-oh. Don't make Eddie mad. Okay, Eddie, I understand. Listen to some oldies, man. Turn on some of that old rock you got. I know you do. Turn it on, chill out. It'll be okay. Yeah, Angie said, uh-oh, Eddie. It'll be okay. Kathy said, getting ready to edit our next video after your show. Great. Oh my gosh. LOL, but are there any shows I need to know about for today? Anybody got something going on this afternoon? Girl, everybody's got everything going on. Yeah, I was telling Angie Saturday, I decided, you need activity on your channel. That's how the algorithm understands what you're doing, right? And anytime you have activity, engagement, you start to get watch time hours. They start showing your videos, et cetera, et cetera. When they feel a lull of inactivity is when they stop doing anything for you. So I talk about the algorithm like it's a person, but it is a thing. So I decided to put out a short. And you guys know shorts are, usually less than 15 seconds. So I'm always thinking in my mind, I'm releasing the short for activity, and it's probably not going to be anything big. So don't even worry about it, Vicky. I released a 15-second short about the silent disco. I didn't think anybody would pay attention. I was looking at something else on the computer, and my own video came up. And within like a half an hour, it was up to 457 views. Not even a half hour. I think it was like 20 minutes. And I was just like, okay. And then today I looked at it and it's at 1.3 thousand views. That's the power of YouTube. You have no idea what is going to get views all of a sudden, what the algorithm decides. Oh, well, here she put out something. Let's show it. And then it gave me a 1 of 10 ranking on that video. And I thought, honestly, y'all, this was just me trying to put out something for activity. I got 1,000. I told Angie that we had this discussion the other day about YouTube, because Angie's a new creator. And I was like, it's just a matter of activity. You just got to go out there for a few minutes and do something so that your channel, it doesn't have to be about cruises if you're doing cruising. It can be about anything that has to do with cruises. You can talk about your feelings about something that's new, like the new Delta rule that you have to be there 45 minutes. Your luggage has to be checked in 45 minutes, maybe even 60 minutes before your departure. I mean, stuff like that, people are paying attention. They're going to watch that. Even if it's only 13 seconds of you ranting, they're going to pay attention because a lot of people don't know that. And some of them are in Delta flights. Some of them have Deltas in their future, okay? So here you go. You got to. So I put that out for activity. I took a lot of video when I was on the Icon. I mean, I taped everything that I thought was interesting. I've got videos still that I have not released, y'all. I've got to do that. I have at least one vlog left, and it's at least a 15, 20 minute, maybe 30-minute vlog. And I haven't even started it because, well, my head has not been here. So there you go. But whenever you're out on vacation, your best bet is to do a few shorts, do a few longs, write down some notes about things you're thinking about. I wrote down a lot of notes, notes about how I was feeling. I enjoyed I really enjoyed the kids area more than any other area. It became my area. And I don't know what this says about me, but they had churros, they had a slide, they had a really good buffet. The kids had it all down there, and there was nobody there. There were less kids in the kids area than there were upstairs. And I was thinking, this is just so weird. But oh well. Bernice says, feel better, everyone. I know, right? Everybody's saying hello as we're getting ready to say goodbye. Darian. Yeah, he said he's got to run. Have a great day. So TCT says, have a great day. I saw the silent disco short. It came up on my phone. Yeah, that is great. I laughed when I told Angie about it. I said, girl, I had no idea that one's going to. The algorithm decided that, hey, people might like this and started showing it to everybody. So you never know what it's going to show. You really don't. Just go on and put out a short. The worst that can happen is nobody will look at it. And what's the likelihood of that? We are going to look at it. So just put it out, right? 15 seconds, 14 seconds. That sucker was 13.5 seconds or something like long. Okay. Everybody's leaving. Yay. The reason I say yay is because I'm getting ready to leave and I didn't want to feel bad. Look, I'm leaving before everybody else is leaving. But no, you guys have a great day. Peace and love, everyone. Gotta run. Have it unrelated to my current status, doctor appointment, actually dietitian. Be well. Thank you, Nettie, and thank you for coming. I know you got a lot of stuff to do now that you're back. Travel Cake Trips, we put out a short of the little door at the top of the lighthouse before we went out on the platform and got 600 views overnight. I know, right? Oh my, that was an awesome feeling. It was from our Bermuda series. I love your Bermuda series, by the way. Well, because I've been to Bermuda. It's awesome. And you guys did some really great videos. I have to admit, I was impressed. I was really impressed with your professional feel. Some of us don't have professional feel. I won't mention any people in particular, but you know what I was saying. It was really a really good series. Okay, so all of the Nightbot reminders came up. That means that I'm over time. So I'm sorry I'm dragging y'all on, but a lot of y'all have left. I can tell. Please be sure to hit the like button on the way out. Thank you, so that the algorithm might think that this is important too, besides the silent disco. And be sure to connect to Foodie's Food Channel. I will be going live hopefully when I hit 50 there and start doing some mobile stuff. We'll see how that goes. I've not done many mobile lives. Denise says, have a great day, Vicki. Thank you, Denise. Thank you for your wisdom and also because you're supporting our community all the time. And Angie, have a great day, girl. If you start to get like mad, just call me. Let me give you my phone number. Look, talk louder than her. Then y'all end up in some kind of weird squabble. Anyway, Travel Cake Trip says, have a wonderful day, Vicki. You guys too. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for putting up with me. Lester, totally rambling today. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm off to go see the attorney today and then my physical. See y'all later.